Hello, healthy smart moms and kids. Welcome to another episode of Apple Melon Storytime Adventures. Today, we are going to be reading an amazing book which teaches children about bravery and how to deal with fear. The title of the book is There's No Such Thing as Monsters. It was written by Steve Smallman and illustrated by Caroline Pedler. Before we dive in, let's read the summary of the story so we can have an idea of what this story is talking about. Little Bear is so excited. He's going to sleep in his very own bedroom for the first time ever. But without his big brother there, Little Bear's new bedroom seems a bit scary. It's full of strange shadows and noises, and he's sure that there is a monster that wants to eat him. Silly Little Bear, chuckles Big Bear. After all, there's no such thing as a monster, or is there? Let's dive in right now. I've got my own bed, it's so big now, sang Little Bear excitedly. Big Bear was excited too. He had his bedroom all to himself at last. Off to bed, dozy head, chuckled Little Bear. Little Bear snugged down and tried to go to sleep. He couldn't. Everything felt different. The dark seemed so much darker without Big Bear there. Then, as Little Bear peered into the shadows, he saw a monster, a big scary monster, all covered in spines, watching and waiting and ready to pounce. Big Bear, cried Little Bear. There is a spiky monster in my room and it's coming to get me. Whew, that must have been so scary for Little Bear. Big Bear rushed in and turned on the light, but there wasn't a monster, just a floppy old toy on the back of a chair. Big Bear put it on his head and did a silly spiky monster dance. Don't be a scaredy bear. Shadows can't hurt you, he said. Ah, what a relief. Little Bear snuggled down and tried to go to sleep, but he was just too quiet without Big Bear there. He tried humming a little song to keep the quiet out. Then he thought, what if there's something under my bed? Something that keeps very still. Shh. He wiggled nervously over to the edge, peeked underneath, and saw a monster still. Big Bear, squealed Little Bear. There's a slimy monster under my bed and it's going to eat me. Little Bear was so scared again. Big Bear rushed in and dived under the bed, but there wasn't a monster, just a stinky old socks. Big Bear put his hand in the socks and made stinky socks monster noises. Then he bundled Little Bear back into bed. Night night, don't let the bed socks bite, chuckled Big Bear. Whew. Little Bear snuggled down and tried to go to sleep, but he felt lost in the middle of his big bed. It was just too lonely without Big Bear there. Little Bear's lips started to wobble and he was just about to cry when he heard footsteps coming closer. Tick, tap, tick, tap. The door opened slowly. It was Big Bear. There's no need to be frightened, Little Bear, he said. I don't like being all alone on my own, sniffled Little Bear. Don't worry, said Big Bear. I've brought old Topiti to keep you company. He tucked his favorite tata toy into bed with Little Bear. Now you won't feel so scared, he said. Silly Little Bear, chuckled Big Bear as he went back to his bed. Frightened of monsters? Big Bear snuggled down in his bed and tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. His bedroom seemed so empty without Little Bear there. Big Bear lay in the dark, humming a little song to keep the quiet out. Just then, he heard a noise, a growling, snuffling noise. Whew, what could it be? Let's keep going. And it was coming from Little Bear's room. Snuffle, snot. Oh no, thought Big Bear. Maybe there really is a stinky socks monster under the bed and it wants Little Bear for its dinner. Oh my god. Big Bear raced down the hallway as the noises got louder and louder. Snuffle, snuffle, snot, snot. I'll save you, Little Bear, he cried, pushing open the door. But there wasn't a stinky socks monster, just a small bear fast asleep and snoring loudly in the growling, snuffling way that little bears do. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. Little Bear was so scared, but then there is really no such thing as monsters. What did you learn from this story? For me, I learned that even when we are scared, we can be brave. And you can tell me what you learned in the comment section or discuss what you learned with mommy. You also taught me that siblings can help one another feel brave even when they are scared. Thank you so much for listening to this amazing story and reading along with us. Remember, if you want to listen to stories like this from Apple Melon Storytime Adventures, you have got to subscribe and put on the notification bell so that next time that we upload another video, you will be the first to know. Thank you so much. If you love the video, remember to like, and let's keep raising healthy, smart kids.